Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining Founders of Gloomhaven. If you have watched my other videos, you will have an idea of how this game plays. I am going to have a playthrough. Okay, white player is going to start by building. He is going to build the knowledge place. He likes money, so he's going to build that up there, which will cost him 1 money to the bank. He puts his token on that. It pushes that forward 1. So whenever he takes income, he'll now be taking 2 income instead of just the 1. The other player now gets to follow that action, so he can either build something for himself on either the sand or on the, they believe they call it the entrance space. I believe he will build one of these up here. He gets his marker on that as well. And that gives him a green over here, and that has cost him 1 money to do that, and that pushes his income up to 2. Okay, it's now the green player's turn. He will also use his card to get an influence token. Now the influence will go here, so notice he has to have influence over that to be able to use that place. Because of where that is, which is on the red, he'll give the other player 2 money. 2 money going in. The other player gets to build something or gain influence also. I think he's got the same idea, which means he is going to pay the other guy 2 money to get an influence on that field. Okay, it's back to White's turn. White is now going to play that. He's going to play that to build this piece, and he'll build that there. Okay, so the place where he's built, he'll build that there. Why not? The place where he's built has actually stopped the white from getting above, but enables him still to get below. It costs him 4 money, so that's 4 money to the bank. He gets 1 point, as does blue, because of they are each owners of the factory that built that up. It was white that built that, so he gets control of that particular station, which jumps in there, gives him absolute control over that. Just while we're on that, we should have thrown a white influence to show that he's got influence on that, and a green influence there to show that they've got influence in those particular areas. Now, because white has just purchased its 3rd building, it should be up to an income level of 3 when it takes income, and he also gets to add one of these tokens. I think it would be prudent for him to add that just there, so he can at least get up to the top. So his follow action will just be taking a coin instead. Okay, green is going to... He gains income, which is only 2 money, but it's income nonetheless. White, as the follow action, will build, and he will build in here. Costs him 1 money, 1 money over there, but that also gives him the first building of that type, which pushes his income up to 4. It's now White's turn. White is going to play this card, which allows him to purchase from this line. He's really got his eye on this guy. That'll give him basically a free character from that list whenever he takes one. So he'll grab that guy, which costs him his last money, and he gets a white gem, plus he also gets a red gem for doing that action. Notice that card went straight into his hand. Green now could follow that action, but he doesn't have access to any of those buildings. He doesn't own any of those buildings, so he can't actually build any of them. He will just take the 1 money for that. They then move up the line, and the next one gets brought in. It's now Green's turn. Green will pay to place a building. So he'll pay the 4 money, 2, 3, 4 money. He will, because he's placing it, he will get a road. So this is where he'll do his thing on the side. That one comes into his road. He will place gem over that, and he will take his point, which is to there, so 2. And he now has access to those gem buildings, or the jewelers, as it were. White can now follow. White could build anything that uses rock, wheat, the diploma, or the cow head. The problem is that he would need to match that cow head, so he can't do that. He'd need to have one of these to do that, so he can't do that. He needs to have this to be able to do that one. So there's all these lines that are leaning over the board that you need to follow to work out what you can build. This one's already been built up in that quadrant. So you need to get out of that quadrant with the ability to connect to those buildings to be able to build that one. None of them are really any help to him, so what he'll do is he will just take money as the follow action, and it's back to his turn. I should have been swapping this between the players each time. With a two-player game, I tend to forget to move that around. I do apologise. He'll now take an income, and his income is 4, so he'll get 4 money for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Green now gets to follow by doing the base action of something else. He's only got 2, so he will build one of these. He's going to build that right there for the cost of 1 money. So he spends the 1 money. That gets him a cube over here, which pushes his income up again to, that brings it up to 4. I think I may have missed adding that income on for the jeweler's shop. Okay, it's now Green's lead turn, and he's going to play that one, which he picked up last turn, but it allows him to grab one of these guys for 2 money less, so he basically get it for free. Things that are available to him at that one, that's pretty much it at the moment. So he will gain that one for free. That gets him a red gem as well. And White then gets to follow that action, but he's going to pay full cost for it. And he will spend the 2 money to grab that into his hand, and that then gets pushed up. 1, 2 then come out, and White is going to call for a vote. So he has 2 cards left in his hand. At this point, he's probably best take the road and a money. The other guy gets a income now of 4 money. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've skipped over step 2 because neither of them have released any of their houses yet, which doesn't release any of their men. And then we go to a vote. Okay, these guys now reveal, and this guy's used up 3 of his things. This guy hasn't used any of his things. So those gems go back into the supply. Blue is the win for the left player, which brings this onto the plane. So we've just added the West Gatehouse. So that's really, really out of the way for White. He's going to have to work hard to get up to that. So they all come back into hand. Okay, I think that's probably as good a place as any to stop this first video. I think that I will jump forward and do a later game video, probably not the end, but later game, so you can really see how these buildings affect each other. You can see in the early stages of this game, there's not a whole bunch happening, even though there's a lot happening all at the same time. So if you wish to watch that, please go on to my next video. If you don't wish to watch that and you've got an idea of how the rules flow and you want to discover the game for yourself, good luck to you. I think that this will help you. I think my other videos will help you as well. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.